Once you're done running a marksman boot camp, whether in the United States or internationally, I would strongly recommend that you debrief with your other SWAT co-leaders. Now, if you led a boot camp all on your own with no SWAT leaders, that's fine perhaps for your first one and your second one, but really strive to lead boot camps with another man, another SWAT leader, just in case something happens to you, but also because there's other opportunities for other men to help speak into the process and help lead other men as well. In the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon talks about how valuable it is to not just go through life with one person as a solo guy. He says, two men can defend themselves. A cord of three strands is not easily broken, but pity the person who goes through life all by himself. I would say the same thing is true when it comes to leading a boot camp. I would strongly recommend that anytime you lead a boot camp, you do it with at least one other SWAT member. I would recommend a 2 to 4 ratio, 2 SWAT leaders with every 4 students. That's really a ratio of 1 to 2 when it comes to SWAT leaders for other men. You could go up to 1 to 3, so then you'd have 2 SWAT leaders with 6 students, but I really would recommend that you don't go higher than that. If you go more than 6 students in each individual table or flight of guys that's meeting, it's going to be such a long discussion, especially during the confessional time when you want to give guys the time and space to be able to share. If you are flying solo and leading by yourself, you could do maybe a 1 to 5 ratio where there's 6 guys total in your group, but don't go higher than that if it's just you. Shoot for another SWAT leader to join you. If you don't have that right now, then perhaps after your first boot camp, then you can recruit somebody else that's graduated to be your co-leader for the next boot camp, and then you can divide and have more and more and more boot camps that are meeting that all came through your training. You don't really need more than 2 SWAT leaders. If you wanted to have a 3rd SWAT leader or a 4th SWAT leader in your discussion, you could do that, but you really don't need more than 2. That being said, at the very end of the marksman boot camp, if you did have other SWAT leaders who are co-leading with you, take some time to debrief with them. This can be a 30-minute discussion or a 60-minute discussion. It doesn't have to be super long, and it doesn't have to be right away, but I would recommend that within the 2 weeks after you graduated all the men from your boot camp, gather your SWAT leaders together and talk about what worked well and what didn't work well so you can make adjustments for the next boot camp. This debriefing time with your co-leaders and other SWAT is critical because you're able to see things through their lens and their perspective to help you learn and grow on how to be more effective as a SWAT leader. If you're leading with other leaders who are leading other tables and there's an overall boot camp, then grab those other leaders after the boot camp is over and debrief with them. This will give you incredible insight. And anything that you're learning along the way, I'd love to learn from your experiences as well. So on our worldwide SWAT meetings that we have on WhatsApp, I'd love for you to write some things down and share those with the other leaders so you're able to invest in leaders around the world as well. The bottom line is to take time to debrief with your other leaders so you can all grow together, learn together, and as iron sharpens iron, sharpen one another.